No, we're just going to start talking and we're going to, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we can always cut this down. All right, guys. So congratulations. We are officially closing today on 76
Yay.
East Shore in Mountain Lakes. And Eisenhower Matrix LLC, high five, is officially in business. This is our first actual team flip, and it is our first, hopefully, of many, because we're going to end up having to just roll this money into other money anyway. All right, so that's exciting. So, okay, so here is the thought. As of right now, there's a couple of things I want to make sure that we're doing. And that first thing is, what are the pitfalls here? And the first pitfall for me is Theresa's going to be following up with this with the town. I want to make sure, because of the age the house was built, the house probably conforms with original setbacks from the time in which the house was built. The question really becomes, have the setbacks been changed since that time? Because it's entirely possible then that the house does not conform with current setbacks, which could be an issue if we want to, since it's a split and we want to pop up over the living room to make that whole 4th bedroom suite thing. That could be a challenge, because that means that that could affect it, because we'd either have to get a variance if it surpasses the current setbacks, or it means that we'd have to push it in a little bit. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I'm actually not worried about the front and back. There seem to be plenty of back and front. I'm a little more concerned about the side. Okay, so that side is going to be a thing. So we'll find out. And if it does require variance, do me a favor, start figuring out what that variance number is.
Got to call into him, so.
Right, so
an email.
Raf's gonna sign the paperwork for the LLC, and then Jim and I are gonna go this afternoon, and then I'm guessing Raf will join us so that we can do a second walkthrough, since we've only seen the house
once.
Since we've only seen the house
for about
once.
what, 12 minutes?
12 minutes, I think, yeah.
12 minutes inside.
Woohoo! So we're gonna go back. It occurs to me we may have to break in. I don't know. It's all gonna depend on whether the keys are there.
I'll bring my.
It occurs to me that keys may actually be at closing. If that's the case, let us know.
Hope so.
Either way, because I'd really prefer not to have to start off with a locksmith.
Yeah.
I got bolt cutters.
Oh, are we going with bolt cutters?
Yep.
All right, so that's gonna be number one. Number two, tomorrow you have got, so we've already had the outside landscaper who also does like hardscape and stuff like that. He's been by, so we have a menu of services there. Did you send us the menu of services?
I did. It's
Okay,
shared.
So let's make sure that you have, so when we go, you've got the menu of services, and we can decide which pieces of that menu we want.
Okay.
Okay, because I think that's going to make a difference. Because then we can get numbers based off of the menu that we want, not necessarily off of if there's things we don't want to do. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., you are there to meet the architect, the junk guy, because we do have to do Holloway, and Junior. So he is great for painting and demo. Like, he's great for painting and demo, and so I want to make sure that we get some numbers there, because who is GCing this project?
We are.
We are.
Woo!
For our first time, we are GCing this project. But just so you guys know, since we are doing this for your benefit, not just ours, Raph and myself, we have done a certain number of houses and GC'd every single one of them. Raph, how many have we done?
7?
7 houses.
Question mark?
Yeah, with you. I've done without you, but 7 houses with you. So we are. So
my wife and I have done a few as well.
So we are comfortable with the GC, and I think we'd like to start this way. So it's going to be a great learning experience for all of us.
Yeah.
So, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready? All right.
Really excited. It's a fantastic opportunity.
I'm so excited. Actually, you know what really freaked me out is this house came up in Inglewood for like 3 something. I know. So the house came up on Inglewood for like 3 something, and I was like, I know. Should I forward it to you guys?
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
I should. Okay. I feel like I should. So that's the question is, do we need to, oh my God, are we going to try to do 2 projects at once? Kill me. I don't think that's happening.
I would do 2 projects at one time. For me, that's the whole point of being in the multi-partner relationship,
Is
because we can have more velocity with our funds, because we're not locking everything up in one place. It's exactly what we were talking about earlier, about tying your money up for 10 years in one place. And not getting the bigger return. But by being able to divide it up, and we put a little bit here and a little bit here and a little bit here, then we can do more projects, get more money back in a short period of time.
The one other thing that I do think is important for us is longer term, and I know that this is kind of veers off topic, but why not talk about it here in our forum, is that the longer term is, do we start to do things like considering buy and holds?
Right.
Do we start considering, like, do we, basically form the syndication that does both? I guess it's not a syndication. Is it a syndication or is it a trust? I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, at that point, technically it's a trust because it's not a closed end. I think syndications are technically closed end.
Right. That's true. So it feels like
I'm open to being wrong.
Right. Oh. but there are buy and hold opportunities. There's one actually that just popped up that I was like,
Yeah.
it has like the cap rate something insane, like 12-15%.
15%.
Oh, there's a 15% cap rate out in Phillipsburg. I know. You're like,
But it's 15% on it's what, like 200,000 or something. So it's not, it's something. It's not a lot of something, but it's something.
right. So it's 200,000, right? It's like 200,000. Granted, we're not going to buy it for 200,000, but 200,000 is the list price on it, and it's a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom, and the 2 bedrooms start at 1,400 there.
Okay.
So the market they start at 14. I'm not saying market rate. I'm saying
Right.
like they start around 14.
So you're like 2,000 in to get it, 200,000 in to get it, and then you're looking at monthly rents of like 3,000 all in, and taxes are like 6. So you're looking at 30,000 on your 200 in before any kind of other.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
It's just going to be
Vacancy.
how horrible is the condition. We have to figure out how horrible the condition is. It didn't look terrible. There aren't a lot of.
I think
there aren't a lot of.
markets
I'm going on Saturday in case
value
anybody
down
wants to
there.
come.
to Phillipsburg.
Well, I'm
Why
going.
you take video and show it?
No. I'm just
Phillipsburg is all the way on
saying.
the
All the
border
way.
of
It's
Pennsylvania.
on the Pennsylvania line.
Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, it's the border of
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like
Like the halfway point is that Clinton Station Diner,
But-
which I'm definitely going to.
he's really excited to
You
go
need to be
Clinton Station
rewarded
Diner.
after that trip.
Well,
But
and
at
the
same
giant
time,
billboards,
Listen, here's the thing, which is we've been talking about buy and holds, but not even doing them here
Right.
because there's just no fucking money to be made here. Oh, excuse me. There's no margin here. So then the question becomes, if we
Yeah,
can
last
find
week.
something within state that we have a little more control over, that has the margins, then I'm inclined. Then I'm
Yeah.
inclined to go check it out. So I know less complication with interstate, et cetera. So, and management. The question's gonna be how noisy is it? Graf is like, it's gonna be noisy for me. I hate this. Yeah. So what's happening is we're starting to develop significant relationships with people who have access to what?
Off-market inventory. Wholesale.
Off-market inventory and wholesale inventory. And because we now have people calling us, I've now had 2 people call us and say, can I bring a house to you before we do anything else with it?
Yeah.
That's a good
Yes,
position to be
please.
in.
Yeah,
That's a good
great.
position to be in.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's great.
Holy moly, that's good.
Big step.
And also, just pass that along to us, even if you don't think it's a good deal for you.
Well, the other thing is, once we're done with this, I do think that, once we're done with getting all the estimates and the pricing in place, I do think we're going to create what essentially is a pro forma for it that we can then form shares to sell for people on the team.
Mhm.
Like we can do whatever we can do it on the team. We can do it in the academy. Like we could do whatever we want, and give people opportunities. Like how about that? Giving people within the larger sort of of our larger ecosphere here the opportunity to participate, because otherwise there are not a lot of opportunities for
Right.
participation.
Right.
Especially
if you give them that lower barrier to entry.
because it's 75,000 for any syndication to get in.
Minimum.
So, if we're selling $5,000 shares, somebody might actually be able to. Granted, they might not make a ton of money.
Right.
It still might be more money than they can make if they
Leave it in the bank.
leave it in the bank. Exactly, and also get their feet wet.
Yeah.
For the process.
Right.
This is exciting! Yay! All right, are we done with this video? I think we're done with this video. All right.
And we're done.
So, thank you.